Morning, it's the 1st of April. No, it isn't an April Fool's joke, it's just something that I promised to do a video for a chap called Matt in the UK. Matt has a mechanical design service, custom 3D printing, 3D scanning and reverse engineering. And he said, you know, if you need anything, any bits making, let me know. I've always had ideas, but now I seem to have forgotten what they were, what I wrote down. But we'll come to something later, I'm sure, to get made here. But he sent me some samples, and I thought that might be interesting because he's a fellow Brit, and he's, you know, he's got a little business there. I know how hard it is having a business in Britain. It's like financial suicide, isn't it? Anyway, never mind. What does he make? Well, he makes a load of stuff. Let's have a look down on the bench. There we go. Let's see what he does. The first thing that struck my eye was these clutch aligning tools. These are for series trucks. It's got the spline on and a nice little taper there to go into the bush. Excellent resolution, definition, or whatever you want to call it, for the spline. They just look like they've been through a milling machine. Excellent. And there's also one here, a very simple one here, for TDIs. You know, 200 TDIs, 300 TDIs, that type of thing. Very simple. But you can see here it's slightly smaller diameter, it's not just a tube. Those were good, like those. Little insert for your ashtray. Take the ashtray out because nobody smokes fags nowadays because they can't afford them. So there's a little insert there, you can put your bits in. In fact, I think that was one of the ideas I thought about, was to make a phone insert here with the power lead, you know, like a USB power lead. You drop your phone in and charge it up, and while it rattles around, you can see who's calling it, but I don't know if that would catch on. I think somebody might be already doing that. This is one of the problems when you start making it, because somebody will copy it. That's nice. He also does for an insert here with a Land Rover badge on that goes and fills in where the ashtray was. That's nice. I'm sure he made another one, but I must have left it upstairs. But one of the things that really got to me was these things here. These are panels to go in your centre dash, so you can put your cigarette lighter in there. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, these are for Carling switches, and they're quite a thick moulding, so they're not really thin, flimsy. They're quite good. And also one here where you can put 3 gauges in. Look at that, already made out. Yeah, trying to make these in metal is a bit dodgy because it's very thin here. We tried to cut them back in the old days before there was such things as 3D printing with hole saws, and it's very difficult to get that lined up properly. So there you are. Now I'm going to put a link below. We'll come up here. I'm going to put a link below with his email details. But he also said, my website has a discount code running at the moment with a 20% off using the code Britannica. I'll write it down below. Go and check him out because he's also got a lot of 200 TDI bits and pieces. I checked his site out. A handy chap to get to know, I would have thought, if you're in the UK. Oh, we forgot to mention, he did some coasters as well. You know, you put your beer mug on or your cup of tea or something like that. But the only criticism I could find with that, it needs something non-slip at the back because they can move around on your desktop or your bench. But apart from that, very good. So I'll be thinking about some things. Like I say, go and check out his site because he has lots of bits and pieces, and take advantage of that 20% discount. Alright, catch you later. Ta-da!